Okay, let's go ahead and get one final one for the evening. See if we get anything good. Black, Bura Bura. Interesting. Not a clue what this might be. Hey, Capcom! Alright. That's amazingly quiet. One moment. Okay, that's a bit better. Oh sure, new game. Only option, so prologue. Texty text. It mentions treasure. Treasure hunters, even. And... dungeon, there we go. Never really seen it written out like that before. Okay, and we have Monster Masters. Oh, okay, and... well, it's the, flute boy he's going to play. Oh, what the freaking hell? Well, the flute boy didn't get the chance to play the little, duck song and then disappear into the dark world. This balding guy with a huge red nose, glasses, and dreads just kind of interrupted us. Not even kind of interrupted us, just barged right in and demanded attention. Okay, so skipping through more of the text. Looks like we're in for some kind of RPG. Let me just double check on something really quick. It says it's an action game, so... maybe we will be more in, like, action, sort of, like Zelda style. And I have no idea what is up with our hair. It looks, from the way it's colored there, like we have, like, a bowl of hair on top of our head. Just, like, hair sticking up and forming an actual, like, bowl-like cavity atop of our head. You guys can see that, right? There's just so much hair sticking so high up. And then that darker coloration. Ooh, and we have stairs into the basement. That may well be our dungeon. Okay, and he doesn't want us leaving, so sure. Let's just delve into the dungeon. Oh, it's an ice dungeon. Wasn't expecting that. Wait a minute, is this... don't even tell... oh my god, I think it's Mystery Dungeon style. Oh, and that's the teleporter to get back out. Okay, so, yeah. Roguelike with turn-based battles. That's garbage. So, if it was Mystery Dungeon style, the Mystery Dungeon series is freaking awesome. I'm most familiar with the Shiren the Wanderer. Played through the one on the DS, which was essentially the same as the one released on the Super Nintendo. Had an awesome time with that. Also played through a little bit of that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game on the Game Boy Advance, which we will eventually get to. That is in the Lexi folder, but, that one just does not feel as fun as Shiren the Wanderer. But anyways, I digress. Those games I can fully get behind, completely support. They are freaking awesome. Throwing in turn-based battle system into it kinda kills it. I mean, those games already have turn-based battle systems in the sense of, turn-based like this. This is kind of turn-based where you move, and then they move, and then you move, and then they move, and when you attack, they attack, and kind of works out in that fashion. Okay, so do we have any kind of thing which can heal him? It's not a technique. Okay, there we go. Oh, and he's poisoned, yeah. Let's go ahead and try and... Do we have an antidote of some kind? No, that's just... No, we don't. Okay. So he just remains poisoned, either until he is no longer poisoned, or he's just straight up dead. And maybe at that point I will end this little run-through. Let's go ahead and take a look at the technique. That is... Pierce... Furamud. No, peace... Wow, I totally read that wrong. Peaceful mood. So, peaceful mood. What does it do? Not much. Maybe some kind of charming or thing like that. Then we have defense and run and talk with. Yeah. So it seems like it could, you know, be a pretty in-depth sort of battle and party and RPG kind of system here. Also, I'm now even more curious why this is listed under just action and not action RPG, or even, you know, just RPG. But, yeah. We're probably going to be killed any second now by these adorable little penguins, whom we cannot run from. There we go. Managed to run away. Let's see if we got another item. No, we did not. So let's just go ahead and heal again. How's our map looking? Freaking enormous. Like, that was another nice thing about Mystery Dungeon Shiren the Wanderer, was that the maps were never amazingly large. Oh, and that's not some kind of staircase down. It's just a little thing on the side. Okay, that too is also not a thing, it's just more dead ends. Kind of disappointing. Oh, I thought I made it away. Oh well. And another healing item. Going by the S, I would say it's a small healing item. Maybe it's an antidote and we can finally stop being poisoned. Nope, it is not. Yeah, we don't need that quite yet. What are some of these other options? That's probably like drop, right? Well, if it is, we can't get it back. Okay, we have stats, we have... Oh, return to title screen, okay. Okay, that's another of the secondary thing we got. Maybe this is some kind of antidote. It is an item we can... Oh, it restores technique points. Wow, our little guy is just doomed to be poisoned permanently. And... Yep. Murdered, and we ended up back with the old dude in the house. Maybe we're supposed to fail this dungeon initially. Maybe it's just one of those cases where, you know, you have no way to survive, and it's just an exercise in inevitability that you will fail. Okay, so that just connects that to that, and that to that, so yeah, we've seen everything in this dungeon. We know those are dead ends. We know that up there is a dead end. Okay, so we're heading back on up here. So, like, you know... Well, he's healed up fully. And, no, we still can't go explore. What do you want, Mr. Guy? Like... And it's re-randomized again. Like... Oh, empty. This is really different, but not in a way that makes it more fun. You know, this is just kind of... Oh, and he's still poisoned, come on! How is he still poisoned? Yeah, wow, this... like... Sheeran the Wanderer, just right off the bat, pulls you in and has you going through the randomized dungeons, fighting monsters, picking up items, all that cool stuff. Doesn't, you know, poison you immediately and then not give you an antidote for who knows how long. Doesn't pitch you up against monsters that you can only just barely survive fighting 2 in a row. If you can even manage that. I'm gonna try and explore this dungeon completely and see if maybe something different will happen. At least we have a freaking lot of healing items now, so that's cool. As long as we just keep running away from every single battle. Should be able to make it through this. Okay, that connects back up to there, so we'll go that way after we've gone this way. Yeah, that's another one of those items we can't actually use. I don't know, maybe there is a use for it in battle. Those there, that there. What does this thing do? Nothing there. How about that? Don't know. Well, any of these have a visible, understandable effect. Well, whatever this was, the penguin said it was delicious. So, some kind of food, then. And yeah, I don't know what most of those items did. Now check that, I don't know what any of those items did, just that one of them was delicious. So presumably that would help you talk to the thing and convince it to join your party or what have you. Also, it looks like the poison has gotten worse. We seem to be flashing more often in that, taking damage way. And another dead end there. Well, at least this time we are getting to all of the dead ends and not leaving any of them off screen, so maybe that will have some sort of effect. Maybe we are supposed to be fighting more things and, you know, maybe he wants us to reach level 2. Which, you know, I would say, if you want me to reach level 2, give me a freaking antidote. Or, you know, heal my poison when I come to you for healing. Or, you know, don't have a freaking creature that can poison your character in the very first area of the game where you don't have any antidotes. This is bad game design here in that sense. Okay, so we have been to every spot of this re-randomized first floor. Will that have any sort of effect? assuming we can actually even make it back without being murdered. Okay, we'll use another item. Okay, kill one more penguin. Oh, why not? Let's not, And again, no, there's nothing changed out here. This brings us to a new re-randomized first floor. Let's try and make it to the second level. There's our level up. And he still says the same thing. Okay, so yeah, at this point, like I was trying to progress on to actually forward the plot and make it to the next thing, but at this point, I don't know what you're expected to do that will actually... I didn't see actual stairs leading down to deeper levels of the dungeon, because, you know, that's kind of the deal in these mystery dungeon style dungeon crawl games. I definitely can't go down here. I didn't see anything else that resembled a staircase or a way to reach any other areas. It's just random items and what? Oh, that's just that. Right, we didn't actually see one of those over here, did we? Yeah, no, I don't get it. This is like the first Mystery Dungeon style game that has really not made any kind of sense. I also don't know why you can't talk with certain penguins. This is just weird on every front. It's just total not making sense in any way. And hey, we are now no longer poisoned. That only took, you know, 8 years to wear off. I don't know, maybe, like, numerous other penguins were poisoning us multiple times, and it would have worn off a lot faster had that not happened so often. I don't even know. I'm only just guessing and speculating. I have no freaking clue. And I really cannot recommend this game in any way. This has just been a really, really bad Mystery Dungeon style game. It's kind of like trying to imitate and do its own thing at the same time, and really coming off as not particularly good in either the Mystery Dungeon aspect or the RPG aspects. And also, you know, with not having a clue of where to go next, how to progress the plot, how to reach another floor of this dungeon, how to escape the house of the guy who, you know, jumped me in the forest and took me into his dungeon-filled house. Yeah, I got nothing here. This has been Black, with, you know, Bura Bura being just the Japanese shortening of it, because they love shortening words. Not really been a good time, and yeah, no, we're absolutely done here.